You are a reflection of the people that you date.
No, but this is a conversation that needs to be said. Like, so I started reading again. And I'm reading all these self-help books, and I'm trying to, I'm trying to do the inner work. I'm doing that shadow work and shit. And I forgot where I saw it, but I saw I saw something somewhere, and it said, people can tell how much you love yourself by by who you're dating, basically. And that shit like blew my fucking mind, because I grew up like I did not have any type of self-confidence, self-worth, and that's literally a reflection of my exes. Like, all my exes, the people that I allowed to be in my life, the people I was just dating and allowing to just fuck my life up, shows the fact that I did not fucking love myself. Like, I literally have to do so much fucking work, which is why I refuse to date, right? Like, oh my god. And even my most recent ex, like, she, I, like, let's just say she wasn't physically abusive. I give her that. But the day she put her hands on me was the day I knew we were done. It was the day I knew it cannot be forgiven. I wasn't going to do that thing where I just keep allowing, because you allow it, if somebody would do it once, they'll do it again. And that's another thing I had to learn. I'm like, no. Because after I forgave a bunch of other things, and then that happened, I was like, oh, cut. No. At that point, I started making plans. At that point, I was already gone from the relationship. At that point, I was like, I'm not doing this again. Because as contrary to my past and all the people I dated in my past and all those fucking bullshit piece of shit exes, I was like, I'm not doing this again. At that point, I did not hate her. I still don't hate her, but I wasn't allowing myself to get to the point of hating her before I left. I was already turned off. I was already disgusted that it even came to that moment. And at that moment, I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm fucking done. Because who am I to stay somewhere where somebody doesn't respect me? Like, who am I? What does that say about me? Like, if I just stay somewhere where I don't feel loved. Now, I'm not giving the same love out that I'm getting. Like, I'm not getting the love. And at that moment, I already knew I deserved more. I'm like, nah. It's like, I deserve more. And what sucked is, I still was like, they deserve more. Because I started to feel me getting all close, and I started to feel me getting angry all the time, and I started to think crazy shit, like, man, like, they would do some stuff, and I'd be like, but if I were to do that shit, my ex would have punched the fuck out of me. And I'm like, you know what, but that's not you, stop doing that. And I'm like, you know what, I gotta leave this relationship before I become someone I can't stand to look in the mirror. And it took me a long point to be able to actually just be able to enjoy the company of myself. And then I got to the point where I started to miss me. Like, I started to miss me. I looked around, I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing things that I love. I'm not doing things that I want to do. I'm not loving myself right now. Like, I miss me. I miss taking me out on dates. It was to the point where I felt like I was cheating on myself. So I was like, I gotta go. They gotta go. But they said no. So I was like, you know what? I gotta go. So, nah. But yeah, if you don't, literally the person that you are dating, married to, whatever, is a direct reflection of how you feel about yourself. If you don't love yourself, people can tell that from the person that you're allowing to just be around you and or intimate with, etc., etc., etc. People can tell. People can tell. You think people can't tell? You can't be the victim forever. Eventually, they're gonna see like, oh shit, they don't give a fuck about themselves. And then you're gonna keep attracting people who don't give a fuck about you either. So yeah. When's the last time you spoiled yourself? Because I've been spoiling myself ever since I became single again. Ooh, I started spoiling myself again. Started taking myself out to eat. I started going to steak dinners. I started getting massages again. Like, shit that never should have stopped. Like, it never should have stopped. You never need to stop. You never should stop taking care of yourself. I started going, like, I'm about to go get a facial, you know? Like, I haven't got my face steamed in years. Like, bro, like this right here, this healing journey, I'm all for it. I love me enough to know when to walk the fuck away, to know when to cut motherfuckers out my life, because never again. And I mean that shit.